So today my wife's fish's butt
I
became
was
a big
literally
butt.
gonna say that. I want your fish's prolapsed anus.
So the back of our fish exploded, but it's still alive, and it seems happier now, so we're just gonna leave it and see what happens.
In her butt, its scales are missing, but there's like some red, like where it was bleeding, so you can tell that they got like blown off.
But it's happy.
But
like
he's
the fish
happy.
is swimming around more than I'm used to.
So we
So
should have
like,
gave context that it's been really constipated.
so that, we think our fish has a liver problem or something where it's like some part of it's broke. But now that there's a hole to the outside, it's fine.
All right, if you're a veterinarian, could you please let us know in the comments below?
Which fish is that?
It's
Donald Trump?
Yeah, it's Donald got his ass blown out.
Oh no.
By the way, we are live.
Yeah,
So happy
that's my one
about it.
Song.
Welcome to Fluffed Up, the show for furries by furries that makes wolfletech contemplate blown out fish butts.
Why are we bringing that up again?
Oh, you gotta keep it going a little bit.
So,
Okay,
So-
to be fair, I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Well, that one has
But
no
that
butt.
fish has to deny.
That fish has no butt, so does that mean it always lies?
I'm just casually looking over it. Your
It's-
NSFW GIFs
Okay.
are up on your
It-
Now
desk.
they're gone.
Its pants can't be on fire. Fish don't wear pants. Unless, Addie, do you know something that we don't know?
Andy wears pants
I'm
a lot.
sorry, I just thought of the picture Scarlett showed me with the chicken wearing pants trying to lay the egg, but it gets stuck in the pants.
It's like a toddler. Do you need to go to the bathroom? No. Toddler. It's got the egg right out. Oh, I love that image so
I
much.
think I'm in the overtired phase.
Yay!
Just everything is funny.
Okay, so
Oh,
this is
no.
kind of the podcast right after Aquatifer, so it's kind of like we're in that phase where it's like we talked mostly about everything that happened at Aquatifer, but I guess
the healing phase.
yeah.
It's
I
the-
didn't have post-con depression. I had a post-con afterglow.
So many people got con crud.
Yeah.
From what I know.
Oh, Amicus still has it.
Yeah.
Of course, if you listen to our last podcast, you'll know Amicus is a professional alcoholic, and this probably helped.
High functioning alcoholic.
But yeah, I had post-con afterglow where I felt great after the con. I was happier. I was so much of a better mood for a solid week, and then delivery driving settled back in. I realized how much I hate humanity. The usual.
I went back to work, and then today I can't say much more of it because right now there was a police escort at work.
Oh, something that did happen. They did a practice shooting drill at the school I was delivering to, where I literally got locked in the office because.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm in there delivering, and I suddenly just hear bang, and all these cops are standing there. I was like, "Here we go," and I'm like, "What just happened?"
That's the unfortunate part of especially since I do work in a school, we're literally trained now to detect what's the difference between a slam door, gunshot, multiple gunshots,
Well,
and how far in the building the gunshot went.
Yeah.
It's just all right, we have so many different angles in my building that it's just all right, so I think it happened on that side of the building, but I can't lock my doors, so I'm just gonna sit here and contemplate life.
well, our high school has these buttons now where you push them, and it'll send out an alert that something's going on in that part of the building, and it will tell you exactly where that alarm is. And I also had to do training for the fire department to go in while there's an active shooter and stabilize patients.
You see, that just reminds me of when people falsely pull the fire alarm. Now they're going to be falsely pushing the shooter button.
Yeah, it's oh
See,
boy.
It's I'm kind of glad we don't have those where I work, but
It's a good idea.
I like the idea and premise, but
see, the thing is I don't know why we're
this
on
isn't
this
even
subject,
furry.
but we're okay.
Ooh,
Last thing
notices
I'm
your
gonna say. It's a double barrel. This is in my glasses.
Like a shark, it's got two holes.
Oh jeez. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why we're on it, but just the fact that things that kids have to deal with today.
we
Well,
laughed
to
about
lighter notes, a fursuit sold for 14 grand.
I didn't even know about
So,
this until today.
A fursuit slot. You
So,
should say.
because it was an auction. So, of course, it being an auction, it gets wildly out of proportion if it's really wanted. We saw the same thing with Mischief Maker when that sold for 16,000, 14,000, about the
How hard
same.
is it to get a slot with
I
them?
think it was the last suit they made as a couple. Like, the last actual Mischief Maker suit made by both of them.
See, I don't even think that
cares?
person that was a mischief maker. I thought that was like I know it's not my friend Laminar Fox that's Fluffed Up. That's Made for You.
Made for you. Yeah, I'm
It
not
made-
sure. Maybe?
I know it was one of the major. I don't think it was mischief makers though.
Either way, rich people. Again.
I've been watching videos of
Oh, I
YouTube
know that
of
person,
people
so.
bashing Lemon Brat, like hearing like horrible
Lemon Brat.
stories.
Okay,
I'm
so I
like,
guess we're gonna do a
man.
hot take on this. There was one Lemon Brat suit that we saw for like an entire year at conventions, and it was the ugliest thing in the world.
Is that the bat?
It was the bat.
It was the
had
bat.
It had the flesh-colored like accent skin.
Oh,
It was so ugly.
That just came. That was last year at MFF.
Yeah,
they
remember
sold
we
that.
pointed that out, and we saw it at Fur
Oh,
Squared.
so
We
funny.
saw it at Furry
It was
Migration.
going around in group chats.
Yeah,
people
because
were
it's
like, "This is the
horrifying.
ugliest
It's
thing."
nightmare
I
material.
love that they take the picture with the dude in like the vest.
Yeah.
The creeper vest.
Yeah,
Like,
they made this suit as unwantable as possible. It's like they made like a newbie make it, like that never took like a design class in their life,
you-
and made fun of them for it.
when you see like the concept art, it has potential, but the way they interpreted
Yeah.
it to a suit is
I
so
don't like Lemon Brat's style doesn't work unless it's a very specific way.
They've changed a lot over
Yeah.
the years. Because I sent in a quote for Lemon Brat. For my, yeah, okay, I didn't know at the time. Didn't know at the time.
Okay,
They
to
were
be
different.
to be fair, they had a very unique style that was
Used
just
to.
their thing. But then they changed things up, and I like how they changed the bases. But after they had kind of the mix-up of employees that I'm aware of, it kind of made things kind of go down the toilet.
You see, there's two
down
ways
in
that goes.
Australia.
It's the don't hug cacti way, where they hire a bunch of people but they make them all in the exact same like pretty much premise, or the Lemon Brat way, where they keep switching out the style every month.
It's like when they hire a team of animators and you can tell which ones are coordinated and which ones is like, oh, we know Bob animated that scene. Like, you can tell.
Look,
the
there's
difference.
Bob's background character, the stick figure with tits.
Yeah. It's the same case, like if you're not on the same track.
That's how I would have animated heavy metal. All right, stick figure. Oh, it's female. Wah, wah.
God, if you've never seen Heavy
We had
Metal,
to bring that up
the
in your
con review too.
con review.
So if you've never seen Heavy Metal, we're not going to talk about it more. Just watch it. It's like if Daft Punk tried to do another music video, but it was made by a bunch of junkies that didn't know how to do it.
You can rent it on Amazon Video for $3
Or
and
Laserdisc.
watch it in 48 hours.
Or
You can get it
Laserdisc.
on Laserdisc.
You can get it. Oh,
Okay.
I love Laserdisc, but yeah, that was.
It's
Predicta is one of those people that has the most random technology, and I appreciate him for it. But dang,
we're getting into Halloween season. So let's go. So Addie, what are you wearing for Halloween?
Okay, I wanted to dress Addie up as a vampire because I drew the art with the vampire, but I just haven't gone to a thrift store because I'm like, I just need like a cape or something. Like,
I have a cape. You can borrow it.
You already got the fangs.
You want the cape? I have a cape that I use for my Star Wars characters.
Yeah, well, people know I'm a vampire. I'm just gonna look like I'm a fish with a
Make
cape.
a little like paper mache blood drips on your fangs.
I don't know. Maybe you should be.
I am a piranha. I am from the Amazon.
Wolfletech, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
Motorcyclist.
Oh,
Ugh.
There's a reason why though.
You gotta put some of that money to somewhere.
No, my road test actually is on Halloween. That's why.
I'm gonna be a maid just because I have this expensive maid outfit and I found out it's really cute on Chewy.
are you gonna wear it? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna wear it to the Halloween party.
So, are we like the party is in the downtown?
No, not in the downtown one. I'm gonna wear it to the furry party up in Appleton.
When is that?
That is November 7th.
Oh, November.
Yeah, that one is after Halloween.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Falco was telling me about that.
Okay.
So, but now I'm just gonna dress as Chewy. I might give him like a couple little extras
Yeah,
and stuff, but I'm probably just gonna dress up as him.
Addie and walk around.
Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass out candy and suit. But before that, on Saturday they have one where you do it downtown. So we're going to go do that for a little bit and just hang around and have fun. And then they have a bar costume contest. So we're going to go enter that and see if we can win random money for fun.
And probably get wasted in the process.
Now, wolfletech, you were talking about motorcycles. And you said you had a story about motorcycles on another things that wolfletech did that we all go, why?
So you know how, like, randomly I'll decide to be like, all right, this logically makes sense. Let me go this direction instead of, like, others. Or, oh, the secret way to get to a quadrifer is go this way.
Oof.
I luckily decided to go because I've been learning how to do motorcycles. That's why we haven't had a podcast over the summer, pretty much.
Hashtag blame wolfletech.
Yep, and you, because you never reminded me.
I started learning.
Anyway, well, okay. But yeah, anyway, so I was going along, and I just so happened to go into Jefferson. Oh,
if you don't know where that is, it's kind of near Madison.
Yeah. Not really, but yeah. And someone I know lives just down the road, and just so happens, as I was trying to make a turn onto one of the major highways, the tire was flat.
Oh no.
And I couldn't accelerate. I'm just like, what the heck? Something doesn't feel right.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So I pull over, and now it doesn't help that I'm on the up part of this curved bridge, and the nearest air pump is across the bridge. So I'm literally trying to avoid traffic, but push the bike over to this BP with an air pump. I didn't even know it had an air pump, but I was glad it was a free air pump. But I was able to get the tire pumped up enough to make it back towards my friend's place. And I'm like, hey, the owner of the bike is kind of out of town right now. Can I chill until we can get it back to the storage place?
Mm-hmm. So, was this after you dropped me off at 3 a.m. at my house after a quadrifer?
Oh man, y'all are crazy.
No, that was that stuff happened Friday.
Oof.
This last Friday.
So,
because then on Saturday we fixed it enough to get it back to the storage place. Yeah. But yeah, I pretty much ran after that. After we parked it at his place, I ran up to the cabin, and then it was meat weekend.
Yeah, so now I had.
So I ran up to the cabin and ran back down to Jefferson.
The fur meet was really fun though. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I got to, because I stayed over at a friend's house. I brought Kylo, and I'm kind of figuring out Kylo's like character is just like, who gave the ADHD child a 16-hour energy?
9 loco.
mix a 4 loco with a 5-hour energy to make a 9 loco.
Dumb.
So
you haven't listened to the last podcast, have you?
No, I haven't.
So here's the thing. Techno did that technically. Remember the gummy bears? He mixed those with Unicorn Bang, the energy drink.
Why must you play God?
It
Why?
negates the alcohol taste and it caffeinates you. He came into Mystery Science Theater so drunk that he fell in front of the table, and
I remember.
And I just see a 20 fly up onto the table and just say,
Doors. Open. He actually said something else before that, but the one that I just remember is
him
doors.
Laying on the floor
Open.
and stuff.
He was still, even though he was so drunk, less annoying than Amicus at that panel.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I will say, like I was telling you before we did the podcast, I understood what Amicus was doing.
He was just too drunk to do it.
I would go at it a different approach.
Well,
I will say that, I will admit, because I was the judge, I didn't tell you guys.
What material is this?
I don't know. Why?
Wolfletech's shirt is really soft.
Grab
Sorry.
my shirt, my polo.
It's a really soft material. I've never seen it before.
Well, it reminds me. I don't have to deal with kids the next 2 days. Yes.
Yay.
But anyway, like
Custody?
What?
Custody?
Jeez.
Yeah, see, kids don't get divorced.
If only you knew.
Wolfletech's had 5 wives.
Oh my gosh.
One for every weekend.
I'm not actually 26.
I am
one for every weekend. Man, I've only been to Vegas 0 times.
Let's go to Vegas.
Let's do it. Let's go to Vegas and lose all our money and then have to pawn off our fursuits to get home.
If you guys make the podcast large enough, we'll get enough money to maybe get one of us a plane ticket to.
One of us.
This is Addie reporting live from Las Vegas. I lost all my money. Addie, you've been there for 30 minutes. I know, I lost all my money on the slot machine at the airport.
I only had $20.
Okay, speaking of Vegas, there is actually a direct flight from Madison to Vegas now.
How much?
I think $204 round trip.
Okay, so we just need to raise like $600 and we can all go to Vegas.
Yeah, but you have to get your real ID.
I have a real ID. Oh, I have that.
You do?
Yeah.
See,
I'm pretty sure.
I've gotten to
where my
the
wallet
age
is.
now where I am now 26.
I also have a passport, so it doesn't matter. You need the real ID to get a passport. I have a passport.
Well, actually, you don't need the real ID to get a passport.
Also,
I do have a passport. I just need to find it. But the thing is like, if I don't know. Oh, I've gotten to that age now where I have to renew my license. But now you're kind of like, oh, you have to get the real ID. You have to have this. You have to have that. I'm just like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they gave that to me because I was young enough.
I just renewed my ID so it would finally be horizontal.
Yeah, mine is horizontal. Mine still says U21, though.
What?
You get the U21 if you're under 21 and you don't...
Yeah.
As long as you don't replace
I had a driver's license, and my driver's license doesn't renew until 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be like messing with alcohol distribution for a while.
See... It's funny because you just were... Because I'm still wearing my motorcycle pants because we literally just came from the other video.
Yeah, so I guess random plug, if you haven't already and you want to see what else we were doing tonight, go check out the Aquatifer recap episode
on Chew's
channel at youtube.com/c/chewbaccas-cousin or whatever it is.
Sign up for our Patreon. Get these cool, sweet deals if you donate $1 to me, asshole.
We don't have a Patreon.
If you give me a whole dollar...
P.O. box?
Yes.
We kind of do.
I've had people ask me, Eddie, do you have a P.O. box?
Yeah, we kind of all have a communal P.O. box.
Okay.
Well,
wolfletech, would you like to...
Literally...
It's the best number. P.O. Box 21, Fall River, Wisconsin, 53932. The only reason why I have it is because all the business stuff goes there, but it also says like wolfletech or anything else.
I'm on there too, so I can go pull.
If I die, he can go pull mailbox.
No, because I'm just saying, because I don't know, maybe just.
It's only pretty much
stuff.
like. It's one of the smallest, but trick with P.O. boxes.
I swear to God, if you send us babies. You know what babies we're talking about. If you send those.
You talked about those on your video. If you don't know, it's on his video. But anyway,
con babies.
Like if you go to a more rural post office, P.O. boxes are cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're expensive.
So wolfletech lives out in the middle of nowhere, so we can send him all there, and he'll just bring them to us whenever he comes over.
I work in a town of 1,500 in Wisconsin, and a P.O. box, the same size P.O. box, is about 3 times the cost as my hometown, which is Fall River. So I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna do it. It's literally right across the street from the nonprofit I help out. So I go to my meeting. I stop at the post office on the way.
Okay.
Usually it's Culver's coupons, some McDonald's coupons, Rio shoppers because they still send newspapers, and the occasional hey, you owe us money, but it's like pre-sorted standard.
Hey, so are you gonna use those Culver's ones?
They don't work down here.
God diddly dang it.
They work in Portage and Columbus.
My favorite,
the two places I go to Culver's.
My favorite thing when sampling is to go to Culver's because I'll give them a bunch of sandwiches and they have these little tokens for 1 free scoop of ice cream. I just get like a fistful of them, like 20 or 30 of them, and it's like, yeah.
You want to know the best thing to do going through a drive-through at Culver's?
Hashtag Culver'sCast.
Bring a dog. And I'm not saying you in the back seat.
Can I be in fursuit? I'll wag. I'll get excited. I'll bang against the window.
No, but you can. If you have a dog with you, you can ask for a pup cup.
Yeah, like Starbucks does.
And they give you a scoop of just the vanilla custard for the dog.
Well, they get whipped cream for them, so Culver's is really up in the game.
Like,
just shows how much Culver's loves you. If you've never been to the Midwest, go to Culver's.
It's not just the Midwest.
Go to Culver's.
Yeah. Like,
this is your daily reminder to go to Culver's.
To our one listener that I think is in Arizona, because I can't remember where you live,
Go to Culver's.
There's a Culver's in
We
Phoenix.
have listeners?
We average about 100 views on our YouTube, and I can't check the algorithm for anything else. So.
I'm happy that we have statistics. Somewhat.
We get 20 people active a day on our website, and I can't see who's listening to the podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify. I don't get to see those. I don't know the analytics for those. I know we get at least 100 people on YouTube. We get like maybe 60, 70 people on our website. So we're rocking a decent amount of people. If you are listening to this,
Thank you.
thank you, first of all. But go to Addie's Twitter, at Addie Boyo, and message them. I watch your podcast. I'm your biggest fan. Please marry me.
Don't. I don't want that. That would be bad ideas.
And if you want to be slow and steady, just send it via the post mailbox to P.O. Box 21, Fulton, Wisconsin, 53932.
Dude,
Here,
Attention, wolfletech.
Here's something I want to see if someone would actually do. Send us a coupon from your local restaurant that we would never be able to use in snail mail.
I'm going to get this and be like, what the heck is this? And then I'll be like, oh.
Then you need to make posts on
Hashtag blame Chewy.
You need to post them
we
on the
could
blog.
start like a mural.
Yeah, a mural of coupons we could never use. And just one day, we're going to a con in Phoenix.
Oh, shit.
We're grabbing this coupon.
Great.
So, the funny part is that since we mentioned Culver's, the Culver's near me doesn't look at the expiration dates.
Nobody
So,
cares.
Do they look at where it's usable?
Yes.
Dang it.
They have it in their system because of the franchisee stuff. But, like, oh, I have a $1 off coupon from like a year ago, they'll still take it.
They don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
come on.
And if you don't want to annoy Addie, come hang out with me at Chewy's Cuz and tell me how horrible I am of a person for doing this to them.
don't come talk to me because I have messages disabled on Twitter.
Why?
I don't. I just don't look at them.
It notifies you. There's literally a little
It doesn't-
circle with numbers that tells you. Sometimes it doesn't though.
It
Yeah.
doesn't if you have like a message request. It doesn't tell
Oh
me.
yeah, because I remember someone like on my. Okay, we're gonna get a little lewd for a second.
We're not as large as you that has message requests.
No,
It
I
just
do.
automatically
So here's the
comes to
thing.
me.
On my not safe for work Twitter, I like one time I was like, oh, I posted all this stuff, and it's like I was looking at my messages and I see this number after I'm looking through the like few messages I have, and it's like 50 message requests. I'm like,
Breathe.
I'm really impressed by that noise I just
Breathe.
made.
The last thing we need is for a medic call for your address. Because we'll hear it.
So here's the fun about this podcast, actually. I'm on call from 6 to midnight, and right now it's 9, and they came over at 6. So wolfletech had to go get Addie. They had to come here, and every time that this, like, my page is rung, we all, like, stop and, like, death stare it, because I would, like, have to tear myself out of my fursuit.
If it rings twice.
No. So there's two different kinds of rings. There's the do-do, 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 and it's like a heartbeat. That's for EMS. Now, the fire one is better explained like this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
totally off topic, but do you remember when I was making Potato your character hears?
No. Can you do one of me?
Well, it's over now.
Can you do one of me?
Basically, I was just drawing people's potatoes,
I-
and somebody laser engraved it into a tag, so now they forever have my potato art
That is
on
great.
a necklace. Oh, they have it as a badge, too! Why are my potatoes
So
popular?
go follow Addie at Addie_Boyo if you want to see this quality content, or commission Addie for anything, because Addie is a very talented artist, and their art is on my background right now on my phone. I don't know where my phone. Oh, here it is.
Eddie also did the logo.
Look
so
it. Look
Oh,
it.
hi, yeah,
Oh, it just shut off. My phone just shut off as I was going to show you.
Don't promote her. She doesn't deserve it.
But yeah, Addie is the artist on this, and when we asked Addie to add themselves, herself, his-self, Addie, what gender do you go by?
What are your
Yes.
preferred pronouns?
Yes?
Yes.
God diddly dang it.
Alright, so the no over here.
So it decided to make us a character.
We're so sorry.
Okay, here's the thing: is when I was designing, you're like, yeah, we're starting this podcast. We need art. And we'll have wolfletech over here and Chewy over here. And in my head, I knew I was going to be on these podcasts a lot, but
I'm
I'm
like, put Eddie up here.
you didn't tell me till way later. You're like, maybe you should have added Addie. I'm like, oh, really?
We tell you now, add.
You didn't tell me till
So,
after. I was just
essentially,
silently drawing it.
Now,
like,
there's a thing about a podcast that I listened to called The Last Podcast on the Left, where it was just the two guys for like 2 episodes, and then they added a third, and from then on, they're in episode like 340. Guest.
Yeah.
So Annie is
me.
like our permanent guest who like comes and goes as they please.
You know,
but
like I felt bad.
yeah, we wanted to add
And
Annie in.
I remember talking with you, being like, "Well, we could put your face like on the microphone."
I know, you're like,
paw.
put it on the microphone. I'm like, this is dumb. No.
You could be a little chibi hanging on the microphone.
Oh, it's so much work. No.
Annie, just do it.
That's literally why I said, I'm like, no, it's a lot of work.
Just
I want
update it
to.
slightly, and we can just stick it everywhere. Like no one would notice the switch.
No.
Well, now
I'm
they
the one who
would.
has to do it, so I don't want to. It's a lot of work.
All right, so I'm just gonna steal one of your pieces of artwork.
We're gonna stick a sticker in the background.
Literally,
Just put
some of
the
my
badge.
suit fam, when they're together, they like to put all the heads together and take a picture. And at one point, I wasn't at a con, and they photoshopped my fursuit head in there, and it looked so good. I'm like, I don't remember this con. That's what it reminds me of.
At least that's like nice. You remember that GIF of the one girl or the picture of the one girl on a couch and the 7 guys are standing around her?
I
So
saw
some
that
people
picture.
recreated that picture and they stole my fursuit.
I know, I remember when they're like, we need your head, Chewie.
Yeah.
Just give it to us.
I was
And
at
I'm
First Squared. We're walking back and I'm holding my head and they're like, I need your head. And I'm like, okay, bring it back.
I
And
saw
like,
that picture and I'm like, that's what
and I'm
they
like,
did it
oh.
for.
Only if you consented first.
Oh, man.
So at least yours was wholesome. Mine was a porno reference.
Yeah, yours is funny.
Which I'm not complaining about. I'm just saying it was a porno reference.
Oh, man. I didn't make it very far on that porn.
Oh yeah, you did a porn stream.
No, I didn't. Stop it. It wasn't a porn stream. It was an anatomy practice. But because I'm drawing anatomy, I'm like, I might as well make it sexy. And 50% of the people were like, this is so hot. He has such a nice dad bod. I'm like, doesn't he though? And then the other 50% was like, can I have some bleach for my eyeballs? And eventually my mod came in and was like, hey, that's mean. And I'm just like,
They can say what they want because I love my character and I love him for all his curves and edges. And
My favorite thing for watching this on Audacity is watching the spikes. Is it just peaks higher
How much
and
it's
higher
gonna
the
over.
angrier that he got.
I
So-
didn't care. No, because some people were suggesting that I go on Picardo.
Yeah,
'Cause
Picardo.
You can actually do like
that's
real
where the
NSFWs.
porn streamers
so
go.
I'm like, 'cause I want to be able to do like whatever
Yeah.
I want, but
Andy wants to draw the penis.
I do.
So, when you were talking about that, the first thing that popped in my mind was the ta ta ta.
There it is. There it is.
So it doesn't go staticky when it hits that, does it?
No.
Okay.
It
good.
clips
Kind
a
of.
little bit, but
Okay.
not
So it hits.
noticeable.
So here's the thing.
Mine is like so sensitive.
I've learned because I was testing it out with my Streamlabs because I used to play it so low and everyone's like, why is your audio so low? And I'm like, oh, that's why nobody's staying around. I sound like I'm whispering into the mic. So I learned when it goes into yellow, you kind of want it to be in the yellow.
Hey guys, ASMR again.
That's what I always do. It's
But
always, like,
if it goes in the
halfway
red
Yes.
just a little bit, it's not bad. If it's staying in the red. So like if it peaks into the red just a hair, it's fine. If it stays in the
down.
red,
So I'm like constantly
We're,
adjusting. it
we're,
for
we're
me.
secretly on Chewy's stream again, whispering because you don't know how to do audio levels. ASMR.
this makes my pee-pee moist.
Oh my god.
why my pee-pee hard?
I just literally watched that spike because of the pop filter not being there.
I can make things very weird, especially if you're in a car. Hi, Clarence. I know you're listening.
Okay, to be fair,
Hey, this isn't Applebee's.
You're maxing it out because you're breathing. Okay.
This is the
Okay,
worst podcast ever.
we're done messing around with our voice things. I do need to get a pop filter stand for this. Like I have a pop filter here, but because of how this thing screws in, it will like halfway through a stream I'll go punch it because I put it right here and it just flies everywhere and then the stream goes, oh god, my ears.
I was gonna change my thing to this is an Applebee's, but I forgot I just changed it to Big Suck Johnson. I want to keep that for a little bit longer.
I wonder for a while. Just change my username or my name on Twitter to is this Applebee's? Is this Apple?
An alpha minus. This is an Applebee's.
See how long it takes for someone to. We should do that on Twitter tonight.
For what? For description or actual username?
Our name. Our
The
name.
Okay, we'll do that.
We'll do that.
I'll change mine to Big Mike's Melios. Because no one will understand that unless you're in the Madison area.
You should just change your name to Applebee's. Applebee's Premium.
I found Applebee's.
Half price apps.
Half price apps. So when this video goes up, we might still have them, or this might have already happened. So you might have seen this and gone, "What the hell are they doing?" And then you just literally.
So
We'll coordinate.
This will go up and
should
like,
we have something like to make us change it back, like the moment somebody brings it up or
yeah,
something?
no. As soon as somebody posts a picture and it gets like above like 40 likes or something,
Oh,
like
it's not gonna happen.
yes, it will.
No.
Yes.
Like a picture of the username?
The picture of both the usernames, like.
Not gonna happen.
I think if it gets enough people reacting, I think we have to let like
fine.
we need to have
I
like
was gonna say, like maybe if 3 people bring it up.
or
to
just
me.
do it for like a week.
Yeah. Okay. That works.
Okay, so I think we're starting to get to the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that we'd like to talk about? Plug yourself.
We had to bring up Applebee's, so I think we should do the next podcast at an Applebee's.
Not at an Applebee's, but we should go get Applebee's before the next podcast.
Yeah.
It's-
Is there an Applebee's in town here?
There's an Applebee's in Delafield.
No, there's one closer.
Is there?
Like West Bend area.
Oh, West Bend, yeah. West
Oh,
Bend
yeah.
has an Applebee's, though I prefer their Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
Well, they're two
I
different things.
I know, but I like Texas Roadhouse.
We
That
could go to
that-
McDonald's, but I prefer picking sandwiches.
okay.
I
I
do
think
like.
they're two different things.
I do enjoy window shopping at McDonald's. I like to pick out only the brownest of chicken nuggets.
I prefer motorcycling, but for some other reason I landed in surfing California.
You know, I would always like to surf.
Sheboygan Waves.
I know. Remember frickin' Surf's Up? The chicken's from Sheboygan.
Real? Oh,
Yeah, he's from
it
Sheboygan,
is.
Wisconsin. I never understood that joke until I got older.
Have you seen Charlie Breen's Wisconsin Jubilee?
No.
That, like, there's a reference to Sheboygan's Waves in
So,
there.
for
I'm gonna
anybody
show
who-
that to you after this.
So for anybody who doesn't know, Sheboygan is the only place in the Great Lakes where you can actually surf, and it has an actual, like, big waves.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's actually kind of weird, but I think that's enough. Eddie, where can people find you?
Haven't you plugged me like
Plug
3
yourself
times
officially.
in this thing, and
Plug
you haven't
yourself
even plugged
officially.
yourself.
It'll be in the description because I guess I forget to do that every time.
Okay, so Addie, where are you at?
My home in bed. Wanna go nappy? Bye bye now. Okay.
What's your Twitter?
Addie No, it's hey, this is an Applebee's.
You're not changing your @ to that.
Okay, they can still find me through that.
Okay, wolfletech, how can they find you?
At wolfletech. Literally everywhere.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. You can
At-
find me at Chewy's at Chewy's Cuz on Twitter, at Chewy's Cuz on Twitch. I've been doing streaming a lot more. Solus gave me a bunch of followers, so like
And
I have an
finally,
audience.
you're literally everywhere.
Chewy's Cuz, literally everywhere because I just changed my stream name, my name on Steam to Chewy's Cuz instead of Tank's Gone
I was
Mad.
gonna say I can't change my stream. It's my
Yes, you
it
can.
says stream or Steam.
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 Yeah,
You can
you
go
can
to
change the name, but you can't change the username.
No, the username doesn't matter though.
It's like the name you pick is
Yeah.
the one that shows
Yeah,
up
I'm gonna-
everywhere.
I had to change it because I started playing Super Animal Royale, and I'm like, okay, I need my furry stuff on there. And then it's like everywhere else. I'm like, well, my fursuit's already my profile picture. I may as well commit.
Yeah.
So,
Mine's toilet juicer.
If the gloves go.
Yeah, it's like my gaming name for everything.
well, mine was like Tank's Gone Mad, but I'm slowly kind of just switching over to Chewy's Cuz. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe for more. If you're watching on anything else and it allows you to rate, please rate us.
oh, you're
Someone just subscribed to my YouTube and it
How are
told
you
me.
guys here already?
Thank you for subscribing, Split Rock Sled Dog.
Yeah, we're not even streaming. We just have Streamlabs up on the other screen, and it just popped up.
It's connected to my YouTube, so I guess someone subscribed to my YouTube channel. But subscribe to Fluffed Up. Rate us 5 stars or whatever stars you think we deserve on whatever listening device we are. We're 5 stars on Apple.
Yeah,
One review.
two reviews.
You and Wolf.
No, I don't
No,
use Apple.
I don't use Apple.
2 whole
That's
people.
the funny part.
2 whole people decided we're actually funny.
Wow.
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 technologies is amazing.
Anyway.
Anyways, good night, friends. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Outro.
Pickles.